It's funny, in a way, the life you think you're going to have and the life you actually end up with. I'm Thomas Tommy Sullivan, and when I was younger, I thought my days would be spent working the land, raising cattle, passing on everything I knew to my son. I thought the world had a certain order to it. My family's ranch, Broken Arrow Ranch, would stay in the family. That ranch, that piece of land. It was my life. But here I am now, sitting in a cold, concrete cell in Montana State Prison. I'm just a man waiting for the end. A decorated Army vet, a low-VYing husband, a devoted father, and one of the best damn cattle ranchers Montana's ever known. And now, I'm just a prisoner. It's funny, isn't it? How life can twist you up like that. 3 years ago, my life was turned upside down. My wife, Sarah, she was the love of my life. She had this fire in her, even when she was sick. The doctors told us it was stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and I thought we could handle it. We always handled things. But this was different. The bills started piling up, medical bills, hospital bills, then insurance wouldn't cover it. Our SAVYNGS drained faster than a broken well. Then, the worst thing happened. We had to mortgage the ranch, a 2,000-acre piece of land that had been in my family for 4 generations. That ranch had seen droughts, sickness, and depressions, but I promised Sarah we'd get through this. We always did. But I was lying to her. She didn't make it. That morning, I felt like my whole world came crashing down. Sarah was gone, and the bank was breathing down my neck. They didn't care about the ranch's history, about my family's legacy. No mercy, no compassion. And when they came for Ranger, that was the last straw. Ranger, he wasn't just a bull to me. Hell, he was more like family. He was born the same day as my son, Michael, and the two of them grew up together. When Michael left for college and then moved to the city for work, Ranger was all I had left. He'd been there through it, all the good times, the bad. But they took him. They sold him to a corporate farm. It wasn't just about the money. It wasn't just business. It was personal. Ranger was my friend, and they took him from me. I tried. I begged. I begged the bank for more time. Told them I'd work something out, that I could still save the ranch. But they didn't care. Business was business, right? And then one night, one cold November night, I had enough. I had nothing left to lose. I got drunk, climbed into my old truck, and drove straight to that corporate farm where they were keeping Ranger. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I sure as hell wasn't expecting what I saw. Ranger was confined in this tiny pen, just enough room to turn around. The bull that used to run wild, that used to stand proud in the pasture, was now a shadow of himself. His once sleek black coat was covered in sores. His ribs were showing. His eyes, the bright, intelligent eyes that I remembered, were gone. All that was left was emptiness. And that's when Jake Morrison showed up. Morrison, the night super VY saw at the farm. He was a cruel bastard. He loved tormenting people. Loved it. He saw me standing there, staring at my bull, and he couldn't resist. Well, if it isn't the washed-up rancher, he sneered. I remember those words like they were a slap to the face. Come to see your precious bull? He's not so pretty now, is he? Don't worry, we'll put him out of his misery soon enough. He's outlived his usefulness. Something inside me broke right then. Something snapped. My wife's death, losing the ranch, losing Ranger, and Morrison's taunts. I just lost it. I pushed him. I didn't mean to. I just did. Morrison fell, hit his head on a concrete water trough, and that was it. I didn't run. I didn't hide. I called 911. I didn't try to cover up what happened. I just sat there with Morrison's body, cradled my hands like I was holding on to something good in this world, and waited for the police to come. The trial didn't take long. My lawyer tried to argue for manslaughter, but the prosecution painted me as some cold-blooded killer. Said I planned to steal my bull, and that I killed Morrison when he confronted me. They didn't care about the emotional distress, the grief I was carrying. Guilty. First-degree murder. I felt like my soul left my body right then, and I knew I wasn't going to make it out of this one. Now, I sit here, just days from my execution. But I had one last request. I wanted to see Ranger. One last time. I know it sounds crazy, but that bull was all I had left of my old life. All I had left of what I used to be. The prison warden, Robert Hayes, didn't have to grant me this request. Hell, most people wouldn't. But he did. It's highly unusual, Sullivan, he said, looking me over like I was just another prisoner. We're taking a significant risk here. I nodded. I wasn't asking for much. Just a few minutes with the one thing that had meant something to me. The day came. A gray morning, much like the day Sarah died. I was shackled, cuffed, and escorted out of the cell, surrounded by guards. But as the van rumbled out of the prison gates, I felt something that I hadn't felt in years. Hope. Maybe a little peace. The countryside, the open pastures, and rolling hills, it looked like it always had. I had missed this. I'd missed the land, missed the freedom. When we got to Peaceful Meadows Sanctuary, there he was. Ranger. I saw him before the van even stopped. He was standing there, strong again, looking like he belonged. Not the sickly, broken bull I'd left behind. His coat was black and glossy, his eyes alert. He was waiting for me. Is that him? Officer Martinez asked, following my gaze. That's him, I whispered. That's my boy. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, the veterinarian who ran the sanctuary, had been preparing for this. She'd worked with Ranger for months. She told me he'd made remarkable progress, but something in his eyes told her that he hadn't forgotten me. As I approached the fence, Ranger's massive head lifted higher. His ears perked up. He walked toward me like he knew what was happening. And when he reached the fence, he pressed his head against it, just like he used to do when he was a calf. Look at you, I said, my voice breaking. You're beautiful again. Ranger nuzzled me through the fence. His eyes, I swear to God, they recognized me. Then, something happened that no one expected. Ranger cried. Actual tears. Not just the tears animals get from dust or irritation. These were tears of recognition, of understanding. And in that moment, everything that had been weighing me down for the past 3 years, the grief, the loss, the anger, it lifted. It was just me and him. One last time. I'm so sorry, boy, I whispered, choking back tears. I should have protected you. I should have been better. I didn't ask for more than that. I didn't ask to hold him or take him home. I just needed to know that he was okay, that he had forgiven me. I left that day with something I hadn't had in years. Peace. And you know what? The story didn't end there. The media caught wind of it. Social media exploded. People started talking about me like I was some kind of hero. They began questioning the justice system. They started to see me for what I really was, a man who had made a terrible mistake. Yes, but a man who was capable of love. Dr. Rodriguez didn't stop there. She wrote a letter to the governor, urging clemency. And just hours before my execution, I got a call. Governor Morrison wanted to speak to me. She heard the story. She saw the video. And she changed everything. You've been granted clemency, she said. Your sentence is commuted to life in prison with the possibility of parole. I couldn't believe it. After everything I had done, after everything I'd lost, they were giving me a chance. And I know I can't undo the past, but I'll be damned if I don't make something better out of what's left. It's been 5 years since I got out, and I'm working for the Ranger Foundation now, helping people in rural communities who are struggling the way I was. I speak about mental health, about grief, about what it's like to lose everything and find your way back. And every night, I go home to Peaceful Meadows. I walk out to that pasture, and there he is. Ranger. Old now, graying around the muzzle, but still standing tall. We never got the ranch back, but I found something better. Do you believe that people can truly change and find redemption, even after they've made terrible mistakes? Do you think animals can forgive us for the things we've done? Share your thoughts in the comments below.